You know, a lot of people think that Snake Pit was a solo thing, but Snake Pit was really, both incarnations of Snake Pit were really just bands that I sort of helped, put together, but they were sort of equal opportunity groups where everybody shared in the writing, everybody shared in the decisions, and the record company wanted Slash's Snake Pit on the title so they could hopefully sell more records or whatever. This is more like a solo record where it was basically all controlled by me. It was sort of my idea, and I hired all the different people, and I got the producer, and it was all my music, and it's more like a solo record. I started working on material in the summer of 2008, and in order to write all the material and get all the singers and get them all into the studio, and that whole process took up until the summer of 2009. So it was pretty much a year. And then I had to sort of wait until 2010 to put it out because I had logistics with all the record companies for all the different artists and stuff. But pretty much no, there was one person that had, like, their record company wouldn't allow me to release it, so I ended up not using that song. And then there was a scheduling situation where somebody I was working with just looked like it was going to take too fucking long, and I was like, you know what, yeah. Well, I mean, with any album that I make, you get very close to the material, so you can't pick your favorite song, And I don't think that it should ever be like that, because I think you should love all the material if you're going to put it on a record, And in this particular instance, even more so, because there was so many great performances by so many different great people, that each one has its own special character, I knew when I was making the album that I was going to do a tour, and I knew it was not even conceivable to try and think of taking people, different people on the road. So I started looking at different singers, sort of like auditioning different singers, and then at the end of making the record, I worked with Miles Kennedy, and I'd never worked with him before, and he just blew my mind how great he was. So I ended up asking him if he would do it, and he said yeah. So that brings us here, where we're actually touring together. Actually, in this particular sort of tour, I'm sort of doing, like, I'm promoting the record, but it's given me the opportunity to do material that spans my whole career, and Guns N' Roses obviously is the most important thing that I've ever done. And so I expect people to come in and wear Guns N' Roses t-shirts. I mean, I was a big part of that band, and we play Guns N' Roses songs that I haven't played since the 90s in this setting, and it's fun to do. In Velvet Revolver we couldn't do that, and didn't even try to do that because it's a whole different band, but on my own I can do all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, it's never really stopped. I've been busy making this record and doing this tour, but we parted ways with Scott, and so we're looking for a replacement, and we're looking for a really great singer for that. So in the meantime, I've been doing this, but next year we'll all get back together and start looking at what possible singers there might be for Velvet Revolver.